Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi Fiaoi, with some breaking news on transfers on the front of Kudus Mohammed, Antoine Semenyo, and also Thomas Partey. Partey today organized the first day one of a 3-day tournament to unearth talent. It was quite an interesting one. He spoke about his future with 3 Sports as well. We'll have a listen to what Thomas Partey had to say. Kudus Muhammad is a person of interest on the front of transfer saga once again. West Ham United, according to several reports, offered him to Manchester United. They turned it down. Look at the details of that. And Antoine Semenyo has become a person of interest for Tottenham Hotspur. And we'll hear what the rumor mills are spilling ahead of this quite packed international break and summer transfer news. As usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. We'll jump right into it and first talk about Kudus Mohammed and the transfer saga surrounding him. At the start of the summer, it was reported that Kudus was offered. They had the opportunity, that is Chelsea, to sign the Ghanaian. And West Ham United were ready to do talks. Unfortunately, Chelsea did not bite at the chance of signing Kudus Mohammed, which in my opinion was quite surprising to me. But someone drew my attention to the fact that Kudus has been at West Ham United for the past 2 years. The second year was not the best. The first year was good. And he has not done so well to merit an £85 million release clause, because that is what West Ham United are mentioning to clubs in the Premier League interested in signing Kudus Mohammed. It hasn't been the best of second seasons for Kudus Mohammed at West Ham United. It has been crazy in terms of a 5-game suspension, lack of goals and assists. Well, they have been, but not like the first season where he scored a virtuoso goal, a goal that got him nominated for the Pushkas. Manchester United yesterday, I think, or today, also had the opportunity to sign Kudus Mohammed, and they also turned it down. It begs the question, is Kudus not quality enough? I've said it before, I don't think Kudus Mohammed is not quality enough. I think that Kudus Mohammed and the likes of Kamaldeen Sulemana, these my African brothers, are persons with quote-unquote a passport or poor PR, a passport that doesn't have a lot of strength, or poor representatives in terms of their agency and how they push them. Kudus Mohammed should be playing for a top club, in my opinion. His talent is amazing. Kamaldeen Sulemana should not go to the championship with Southampton, with all due respect to Southampton. These guys are top quality players. And if they were of a different nationality, if they had a different kind of passport, I wouldn't be having to make a case for them in this way. It's clear. I'm not saying they are being discriminated against. I'm saying it's a system, and that where you have a player who has a passport where it makes movement quite difficult, and a lot of paperwork has to be done for the player to be eligible to play for a particular club and all that. I think most of the clubs will rather not get tangled with that. That being said, he has been at West Ham United for a while, so that shouldn't be a problem. So it moves to the next one, which has to do with PR, has to do with how the agents push him, has to do with how they sell him, his selling point, and all that. I think that if our players want to go to the next level, they would have to have agents who have the connections to take them there. Everything is about branding, it's about PR. Forget your ability. If it is not that, you might not reach the levels you need to reach. And that is the cold hard truth we all have to face. But Kudus Mohammed to Manchester United has not gone through. He is still a West Ham United player. United declined the opportunity to sign him. Did they miss out on something magical, or you think Kudus is not worth that £85 million release clause? Kamaldeen Sulemana as well have said that this guy should be at the top of the transfer news, but unfortunately that is not the case. Another player who is at the top is Antoine Semenyo. Tottenham Hotspur, according to Sky Sports, have upped their interest in Antoine Semenyo. United also remain keen on signing the Ghanaian along with Spurs. according to Sky Sports. So Antoine Semenyo and also Kudus Mohammed, United and Spurs. For Antoine, I think that a move to Manchester United will do him a world of good, more than Spurs, if it's between those two teams. Tottenham Hotspur, I know, just won a title over Manchester United. But Tottenham Hotspur now have a new coach. Well, probably it could be a better move for him. But I think that he should move to Manchester United in this case. If these are the two contenders for his signature, a move to Manchester United would help him in the end. I think Tottenham Hotspur are in a sort of transitional phase, also getting to get the players will now have to get acclimatized to their new coach and all that. It's going to be quite a tricky one deciding on where to move next. So it's up to him and his representatives. Where do they want Antoine Semenyo to play next season? Semenyo, however, is enjoying his holiday with his girlfriend and his friends and family. So right now, he's enjoying himself, relaxing and enjoy his summer holiday. So not on his table right now. His agents, his representatives will do that negotiation. And in recent times, the power that FIFA has given to agents and all that, they are the ones that broker the deal. They are the ones that broker all these deals on behalf of the player. Clubs cannot talk to the players directly. They have to pass through the agents. It makes the whole process a bit cumbersome. It didn't used to be like that, and teams took advantage of that. But in recent times, agents have to be the intermediary between them and the club that the player wants to play for. But in the end, the player has to agree personal terms. So eventually, he will come in during the negotiations. And we hope that Semenyo makes a move to a big club. We really do hope that it does happen. Finally, Thomas Partey has reiterated ahead of his tournament that he will decide his future with his agent. And now, the Ghanaian who is currently in town having his tournament says Partey's contract at the Emirates runs out at the end of the season, with the club in talks to extend the stay of the 31-year-old. Now, despite ending the 24-25 campaign without a trophy, Partey played a key role for the Gunners. People are talking about my availability because I was fit all season. Every training session, every match, I gave my best. Injuries are part of the game, but this year I felt great. The most important thing is being happy where you play. At this stage of my career, my next move must balance ambition, family, and security. I'm an Arsenal fan too, but it's up to the club, my agent, and me to decide. For now, I just want to enjoy football, he had it. Since joining Arsenal from Atletico Madrid in 2020, he's made 130 appearances and scored 9 goals. Now that he has a family, a wife, and a kid, he cannot take these decisions alone, and it's perfectly understandable. Most likely, he'll stay with Arsenal. The contract talks are ongoing, and probably the dotting of the I's probably has to do with salary negotiations there and there. We hope they get it over the line and everything falls through. And that is how I end today. Kudus Muhammad offered to Manchester United. They declined. From Antoine Semenyo, Spurs and United interested in him. And Thomas Partey says he will decide his future with his agent, considering all factors, including family, all in it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your evening.